Tell you what is wrong.
It goes like this. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. We'll never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Will never be defeated. A little bit louder, please. We want Shell out of Seattle. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder, please. We want Shell out of Seattle. Seattle says ShellNo. 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 Move, Shell. Get out the way. Get out the way, Shell. Get out the way. Move, Shell. Get out the way. Get out the way, Shell. Get out the way. Move, Shell. Get out the way. Get out the way, Shell. Get out the way. Move, Shell. Get out the way. Get out the way, Shell. Get out the way. Move, Shell. Get out the way. Get out the way, Shell. Get out the way. Eating your own chant, that's awesome. Sure. If I could please get your attention for our first speaker today. She flew all the way down here from the Arctic just to be with us this weekend to shut Shell down. She's an activist and an MC
great day of programming today. Lots of wonderful things happening. It just brings my heart so much joy. Adiga! It's been hard not to just cry in tears because you guys are protecting our way of life and our people. So thank you so much. I was asked, why is the whale so important to your culture? And it's the center of so much that we do, and it's the spiritual center of our culture and who we are as a people. And if there is a spill out there in the Arctic Ocean, then with that whale will be affected, and our whole culture will be affected. So there's 75% chance of a spill. That's not good. That's too high of a percentage, and we don't need to be up there. Say, everybody say E. That means yes in our culture. Everyone say Inupiaq. E. Ariga. Okay, where'd the music thing go?
Plunder and destroy, not one more chance to despoil. From our port, take your freight and rigs and come back no more. Take your freight and rigs, 'cause we don't want you here. Shell in the Arctic for sure. Bypass and ignore the warning signs. You bribe your way to drilling rights and profit from your crimes. Jim polluted all the world. No shell, nowhere, no more. And move them from our port. Take your friggin' rigs and don't come back no more. Take your friggin' rigs, 'cause we don't want you here. No shell in the Arctic for sure.
Hey friends! Hey friends! I just got a report! From our scouts! Outside the blockade! Workers! Are being turned back! At both entrances! Today! We won!
So tell me why you're here today.
Have you ever seen a microphone put in front of a loudspeaker system and it wheels and squeals and screeches when you have positive feedback? Now suppose you could not move the microphone and you had to live with that and it got worse and worse. That's the condition of positive feedback with the environment. The ice keeps melting, the tundra keeps melting, we keep heating the planet, and eventually it reaches a point where there's nothing we can do. And that's the real risk. Not that there's going to be a blowout on the Arctic, that'll be bad. But positive feedback is a guaranteed disaster, and we're heading in that direction without question.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Carolyn, and I'm here because Shell is essentially going to the most vulnerable, climate-sensitive place on the planet where fossil fuels have directly and indirectly caused the melting of the Arctic ice. It's one of the most devastating plans I've ever heard of. It disgusts me, and I want to really stop that.
I feel strongly that we need to get off of fossil fuels and as soon as possible put a New Deal type effort, a World War II type effort into getting off of fossil fuels, funding solar and wind and the infrastructure to support that, and changing our agriculture. That's the only way we can prevent the worst effects, maybe even the catastrophic effects of fossil fuels. So this is part of that effort.
I am here because of, I think, my fear for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. And also, I've grown up in the Pacific Northwest, and I love the mountains and I love the trees. I enjoy a butterfly and a bird, and so I am fearful for all those things if we keep burning fossil fuels and continue to make the globe warmer and warmer. It's only catastrophic.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Erica Lundahl, and I'm here at the protest today because drilling in the Arctic is dangerous and immoral with what we know about climate chaos and climate change, and so I'm here to bring my voice to that movement.
I'm here to take a stand against drilling in the Arctic. I want to protect and preserve our environment. I want to protect and preserve our world. I don't think that our climate can stand having one of our last pristine places, our ice pack, broken down or contaminated. So I'm here to protect our life.
Mike Pelly. I live in Olympia, Washington. I was just asked why I was here. We cannot stand to have any more of this oil drilling in ridiculous places like the Arctic, and we already seen that they don't know how to control a gusher or spill when they have one. So that in the Gulf of Mexico, which was like a walk on the beach compared to something that they'd have if they were up in the Arctic. And we're also here to urge the Gates Foundation. You're doing some great work, but not enough. We need you to divest from fossil fuels. We have alternatives available today, very good ones. Right off the list, I'll shout, we got solar, wind, biodiesel, ethanol, cellulose, ethanol, algae, biochar, tidal, hydro. These are all resources we have available today. We no longer have an excuse for drilling for oil. Only 20% of the oil that's out there we can even think of burning. And smart money's on renewables, so get out while there's still time. And also go to The Guardian in London and sign their petition urging the Gates Foundation and the Wellcome Trust to divest from fossil fuels. Thank you.
Cool, it is working. Awesome. I think Dana's ready to perform. Thanks for your attention, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to sing a song. This is called Salmon Come Home. And I wrote this about an Athabascan, small Athabascan village in Alaska, where they're fighting to stop a coal mine from being dug in the Chewitna River. It's a related project to the Pebble Mine, which you may be familiar with. But the fight against fossil fuels, coal and oil, is a worldwide is a worldwide fight. And basically, the reason we're here with this crazy oil rig right in back of us is because we are in the midst of phenomenal industrial overreach. And basically they're willing to compromise entire communities, endanger communities, and destroy entire economies to get their oil to the market. And our region is particularly well positioned. Bill McKibben said that the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, and British Columbia, the greater Salish Sea region, we can do more possibly than any other region in the world to slow carbon emissions. And the way we can do that is by operating as a cork. Not exactly the most romantic way to think of your oneself, but if we stop the coal and if we stop the coal trains and the oil trains, that would put a stop on the export of North American fossil fuels to Asia. And we are well on our way to doing exactly that. 3 years ago, there were 6 proposed coal ports, new coal ports in Washington and Oregon. Today there are 2. 4 down, 2 to go. And the 2 that are left The two that are left in Bellingham and Longview are on their last legs. The largest investors in the Bellingham one have pulled out, and that is all. This is all happening because of people power, because of people standing up just like this. And we are frightening the investors, and they are pulling out. We are also frightening our politicians, and they're realizing that to get elected, when people organize and vote, that is actually more powerful than the money that the oil industry is polluting our democracy with. So this is not just a fight for the environment, this is not just a fight for climate change, this is a fight for the survival of our democracy. And that is why the oil companies and the coal companies are pariah companies. We all use power, we all use oil, but when they poison our democracy by flooding it and trying to compromise it, that's where we have to take a stand, or we won't be able to do this sort of thing anymore. This song is about the fight to stop the Chwitna mine. It's called Salmon Come Home. And when we do this, we're fighting for the native peoples. This is a human rights issue. Okay, if this goes on up there, if there's an oil spill, God forbid, think it's going to destroy people's food sources. So, and it's also a human rights issue for us, for our salmon here.
Thank you so much.
Salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living here forever. The salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, the beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living on this land forever. Then the Russians came for the furring ground. They built log forts and we burned them down. Then the great flu came, taking old and young. We gathered who was left, and we begin again. The salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, the beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living here forever. The salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, the beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living on this land forever. Then the oil rigs came, promising us jobs, leaving oil stains as we carry on. Then the loggers came, taking the great trees, leaving mountains bare, leaving muddy streets. Salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living here forever. The salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, the beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living on this land forever. Now they come for the coal underneath our river to destroy our home, take our children's future. We are one small town. We are one proud people. We are one with salmon. We are one with eagles. We are one small town. We are one proud people. We are still surviving. We are still surviving. I do not believe Creator wants this to happen. I do not believe Creator wants this to happen. I do not believe Creator wants this to happen. I do not believe Creator wants this to happen. Salmon come home again and again again since the beginning of time, the beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living here forever. The salmon come home again and again since the beginning of time, beginning of when we've been living here. We've been living on this land forever. We've been living here. We've been living on this land forever. The salmon come home again and 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 again.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all the organizations to put the effort into making today possible. But remember, for all the naysayers who ask us, what are you going to accomplish by today? Let's remind them that every moral victory has been won because ordinary people stepped up and filled the vacuum of leadership that our elite seem completely incapable of providing. We shouldn't stop until we win. Thank you.